I'd like to introduce you now to Adam Walker, our chairman.
Thanks for that, Paul. It's always a pleasure being down here with you folks. Here I am back down in London. Last time was about a month ago, I think, or thereabouts, and I'll be here again shortly as well. The day of action yesterday went really, really well. Everybody enjoyed themselves. We had a team out in Hornchurch. We were doing leafleting. We had the trailer going round with the tannoy system, and it was good. It's good to see. And I believe, I was speaking to Mike earlier, I think we got rid of about 15,000 leaflets. So what I know myself, I gave out 600. Then you think, well, how does he know that? How does he know he's given out 600? He's just talking a load of tripe there. I'll tell you exactly how I know I gave out 600, because every banded 100 leaflets, when I picked them out the box, the elastic band came off the banded 100 and went onto my wrist. And I've got the elastic bands on my side unit now. So, if you are doing stuff in the street and you're, you want to know how many leaflets you've done, roughly, and you do that method, you can count up at the end of the day and say, yeah, I've done like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 600 or whatever it is. But they do go out like hot cakes. Yesterday we had a fantastic day, really good in Hornchurch, and the atmosphere is very, very good. This is the odd 1 or 2 person comes out with a silly comment. I had a guy there and he had a huge bag of toilet rolls. And I said, oh yeah, something's going on there, must have been making a bit of a mess. Got a bit of a problem there, have we? You know, just as a bit of a laugh. And his missus says, it's you that's got the problem, give it that crap. I said, well, you can use some of them toilet rolls there to wipe that rubbish out of your mouth as you go down the street. And they say politics is boring, don't they? It's not boring, it's absolutely funny and fantastic, and it's what you make it. So we're back on the map again, folks. People know we're out there. We've got a great little team here, and we're chipping away and chipping away. We're cutting down that big oak with a tiny axe, one little chip at a time. So we've got the EU referendum coming up as well. We mustn't forget about that. I was talking to some ladies about that yesterday, and I was saying, are you in or out? And the mother was, she'd said definitely out. The daughter had said, well, I'm a bit undecided at the minute. We had a chat about various things, and she said, oh yeah, I never really thought about those things. Perhaps I'll vote the same way as my mother. So even though we're campaigning on the London election, we've still got that going on in the background and on the back burner. So it's something we haven't forgot about, which brings me on to the next point. We haven't forgot about that, and we will be producing literature and articles and things for the website about that as well. So don't think that that's gone away. We've continually campaigned to get out of the EU since, I think Paul was saying yesterday, since 1983 or thereabouts. So we were one of the first parties to actually campaign to get out of there. That hasn't gone away. We'll get this election out of the way in May, and then we'll ramp that one up as well. And we'll get the message out there using similar methods to what we're doing now. So that one hasn't gone away. Paul mentioned the truth as well, that we speak the truth. Of course we speak the truth, and every day. I see it on the social media, I see it on the television, I see it all over the place about these things that are coming out. We've had Trevor Phillips come out today, and he stated, this is Trevor Phillips who took us, who was in the European Court of, he took us to the High Court because he said we were racists, because we expressed problems with regards to certain ethnic minorities, and he's come out today. This is the same guy who tried to have us disbanded for being racist, and he said that Islam isn't compatible with our way of life and never will be. A bigot, another bigot, comes out. We get it every day. We've got Jude Law went to the jungle there, not the jungle in Africa, the jungle in Calais, which they were going to bulldoze, and he was there with somebody else, waving flags and singing songs, and it was just like, yeah, what's going on there, mate? You know, don't you understand? And then he'll go from there and he'll retire into his multi-million-pound mansion behind his huge gates with his Dobermans on the end of a short leash and his guards and everything. No migrants in his house raping his mother. No migrants in his house trying to fondle his children and gang rape them. That's not going to happen. That's just for the rest of us, isn't it? That type of behaviour. Ironically, we saw that he was there and he was doing all this great work in the jungle, whatever. I don't think he was eating little grubs and that. I think that's like a different jungle thing that we have to look at. That brainwashes certain members of society as well. But he was there, and apparently his bodyguards got attacked. So it's like, what? He's going there because he wants more migrants, and then his bodyguards are getting attacked and having their phones nicked off them. I mean, come on, what sort of bodyguards must they be to have their phones nicked off them? They must be like primary school kids. Give us your phone. Okay, there you go, there's my phone. I'm sorry. I mean, there must have been pretty pathetic bodyguards to be handing their phones over to migrants, because I wouldn't hand my phone over, wouldn't get mine off me. So, you know, maybe they might need a little bit of a few lessons in being bodyguards. But the irony is, of course, that he was going over there telling all of us that we should have these people in our country, and his own bodyguards get mugged by the people he's telling us that should be living in our community. What's going on? Bizarre, it's a mad world. Anyway, I was talking to a guy yesterday on the street in Hornchurch, and he was saying, well, he says, I don't really have much against immigrants and this, that, and the other. And I said, well, I don't particularly, as long as they're living by our laws, living by our rules, paying something into the system, not expecting to change everything, learning our language and trying to become part of what we are and who we are. And I said, basically, it's a numbers game. And I likened it to my fish pond, which is quite interesting because I noticed that Peter's interested in fish. And I said, I've got a fish pond there, and it's only so big, and if I put in a fish every day, and kept putting the fish in every day, it's going to make the life of the fish that are in there slowly and surely intolerable. And that's what it's doing to us in this country. They're dripping these people in. They're dripping people in, they're changing the makeup of our society, and it's becoming intolerable for certain people. And as a result, we've got natural segregation occurring. Few little statistics for you. The mayoral candidates' brochure, the leaflet, will go out to 5.9 million people. So we're putting measures in place now to make sure that when we start getting enquiries through from that, we can hoover them up and transfer them into activists and members of our party. 5.9 million. So it's worth standing just for that. That's a lot of people, and it's a lot of people reached, and it's a lot of people out there who still know we exist. So you think, well, you know, we might not win, we might not do very well, we might not get a great percentage. So what? 5.9 million people will know that the British National Party is alive and kicking. Because let's face it, they've tried to write us off, haven't they? They've tried every little trick in the book. Everything. They've had a go at the Electoral Commission, they've had a go at us personally. My colleague at the back, Clive there, they've put anvils round his neck so big that they would drop a Shire horse. And he's still there. Thick skin. Broad shoulders. You see, they don't understand this, do they? We are made of the same stock as those people who went away and fought in the First and Second World War. That is who we are. We are the British, we are the English, the Irish, the Scots, the Welsh. We are here to stay. So we're not going away, as much as they want us to. They'll be pulling their hair out. They found out last week that we got 180 grand in bequest money. 180 grand, and they're thinking, no! And you're thinking, yeah. There you go, 180 grand, thank you. And people give that money for a reason. They give that money because they know that we are the only people in this country fighting for the rights of our people. The others don't give a damn. They've proven it over the years. Consecutive governments pretending to be in opposition. The Labour Party, the Conservatives. And they all get in government one after the other, and they progressively make the country worse. What's going on there? And then there's just a cycle. It's like a hamster wheel. Go on, you get on the hamster wheel now. It's your turn. And they get on and they thrash a little bit. And then they say, come on, you jump off there now. We've duped the electorate into believing that you're quite good, so you can jump on now. So they jump on the same hamster wheel. And they've all got the same policies. Exactly the same. You can't put a fag paper between them. So there they are, mouthing off and wanting rid of us. Well, we're not going anywhere. We're just going to stay here, as stubborn as can be, and we're going to present them a problem, because the problem that they have is that they won't get rid of us. We'll continue to offer hope to our people, and that is what we will do now and into the future. We are tried and tested. We're tried and tested, and we've been there. They've tried everything to get rid of us, and it hasn't worked. So keep the faith, folks. Keep the faith. Keep strong. Trust in your leadership team. Trust in your organisers. Trust in Paul. Trust in Mike. Trust in the people who are around you, because they won't let you down. Some people do let you down. It's part of life. It's what people do. You know, it's what happens. But don't let it get you down. Get stuck in there and remember the sacrifices that have been made. The sacrifices we've made today, knocking on people's doors and asking for signatures, and people saying, "Oh, well, I don't really know if I want to put my signature on there." And it's like, right, okay, next. You don't let it dishearten you. Don't let it bother you. The people who are around you are good people, and they will work with you to make this country better again. And that's how we will do it. Big oaks from little acorns grow. Thank you.
To donate to the British National Party, please call 0844 809 4581 or go to www.bnp.org.uk/donations/general.